Please now please confirm to me. All of you read my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, now please confirm to me. All of you read my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible, guys? Now please confirm to me. All of you read my voice on screen. Those are attending in online, guys. Now please check it. All of you read my voice on screen. Guys, everybody please respond to me. All of you read my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible, guys? Guys, now please check it. All of you read my voice on screen now. All right, sir. Right. Good evening, guys. Right, sir. Now, today we are going to start a new topic. The new topic would be language fundamentals. The topic here today we are going to start. Language fundamentals. So from this language fundamentals onwards, little bit programming we are going to start. Small programs also we are going to understand. Right. They are somewhat important for us. We are going to understand some programming also. Right, but before that, first of all, understand it. What is the requirement of the language fundamentals? What is the need of this language fundamentals? For example, I want to construct a building. My requirement is what there? I want to construct a building. To construct a building, what resources are required now? Tell me. In general, what are the various resources we require? Say, for example, sand we require, cement we require, iron, water, right? What next one? The land, space, foundation, right? So these many resources here we require. Nice. Out of all these resources, which resources are human-made resources and which resources are natural resources? Now tell me. First of all, list out what natural resources are we required. Natural resources are the resources which are provided by the nature, which are not possible for the human being to prepare. So that resources are called what? They're natural resources. Tell me what natural resources here we required? Sand, water, then what next one? A place, some space. Then apart from this, some other. Human made resources are what? There maybe cement or maybe iron or maybe some other bricks or something else. Understand it clearly. So here the point is what? Overall point is what there? By using only human made resources, if you want to construct a building, then it is not possible. Only by using human made resources, we are unable to construct the building totally. Heavily, we are depending on the natural resources. Almost all I'm telling there, 60 to 70% of the product design, that means the total building construction is going on with the natural resources. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? Similarly, to prepare any Java program, we are going to prepare, developers are going to prepare some features, but that features may not be sufficient to prepare the complete application. There, we need to use some other resources which are not possible for the developers to create, which must be provided by the programming languages. To prepare a Java program, some features are provided by developers which are not sufficient to prepare the complete application, where we have to use some resources or some features, some building blocks must be provided by the Java programming language. Where the Java programming language provided features are called building blocks to the Java programming language. That building blocks are also be called as language fundamentals. The building blocks are also be called as like what their language fundamentals. Understand the point here? What I'm telling to you? All right. To prepare Java applications, we need some resources or we need some features which are not possible for the developers, comma, which must be provided by the Java programming language. Here the features which are provided by the Java programming language are called building blocks or language fundamentals. That's it. Building blocks or the language fundamentals. That's it. This is exactly the meaning of what their language fundamentals. Come again. What is the point here I'm telling to you clearly? To prepare Java applications, we need some features which are not possible for the developers, which must be provided by the Java programming language. Where the Java programming language, where the features which are provided by Java programming language are called building blocks or language fundamentals. Understand the point clearly? Again and again, I'm telling them. To prepare any Java application, developers defined features are only 30 to 40%. 60 to 70% of the features must be taken from what their Java programming language. They're what their fundamental units in Java programming. That fundamental units are called as what their language fundamentals. Let all of you know. Right. What are the various features are provided by the Java programming language? What features are provided by the Java programming language? Observe carefully. Java has provided the following features to prepare Java applications as language fundamentals. All right, sir. What features are provided by Java programming language? The very first one is what their tokens, and the second one is what their data types. Tokens, and the second one is what their data types, and the third one is what their typecasting. After this typecasting, the next one is what their Java statements, and the last one is what their arrays. Now tell me, first one is what their tokens, next one is the data types, typecasting, Java statements, and the last one is what their arrays. These are all 5 building blocks what we require to prepare Java applications. Now our requirement is what there, one by one. Here we are going to understand the points. First of all, we need to start with the tokens. First, we have to understand what are their tokens. What is the meaning of token? What is the purpose of this particular token? Understand it clearly? tokens. So what is this token actually? Before going to start this token, I would like to give a simple definition for one point. Can I try to understand it clearly? First, here we have to understand lexeme. Lexeme. After that, we will come forward the token. What is that lexeme, Kirno? The individual and a logical unit in Java programming is called a lexeme. Tell me, sir, what is lexeme now? An individual and a logical unit in Java programming is called what there? A lexeme. Then immediately, what is a token? Now the definition for token here, we are going to understand what is a token. The collection of lexemes under a particular group. The collection of lexemes under a particular group is called, the collection of lexemes under a particular group is called token. A group of lexemes are available in a particular collection, or the collection of lexemes are available in a group. That group representation is called as what there? A token. That is the meaning of token. Now observe carefully. To prepare Java applications, Java has provided the following tokens. What are the various tokens which are provided by Java programming language? The very first one is like what there? Identifiers. First one is what there? Identifiers. Next one is what there? Literals. The next one is what there? Literals. After this, keywords or reserved words. Keywords or reserved words. After this, keywords or reserved words, the next one is what there? Operators. That's it. Now tell me, tokens particular we are providing. Inside the tokens, what we are understanding there? Lexeme first. The individual and logical unit in Java programming is called as a lexeme. The collection of lexemes under a particular group is called what there? A token. Let me take an example for this lexeme and token. I want to take one example. After that, I'll come back to all the identifiers, literals, or keywords, or reserved words, and operators like this. I'm going to take example here. I'm telling to you. Int a is equal to b plus c star d semicolon. Int a is equal to b plus c star d semicolon. Understand it clearly. Int a is equal to b plus c star d semicolon. Okay. Now observe carefully. Int is a data type. Int is what there? A data type. A comma b comma c comma d. All these are variables. Equal comma plus comma star. All these are operators. Semicolon is what there? Special symbol, or in other words, terminator. In Java, the semicolon is what there? Terminator. It terminates every statement in Java. It terminates every statement in Java. Because of that reason, in Java, every statement is ended with a semicolon max. Understand it clearly? All right, so now before that, what I am telling to you, what are the various lexemes which are available in this particular instruction? If you have to this, all the logical individual unit. Int is a logical individual unit. A comma equal comma b comma plus comma c comma star comma d comma semicolon. Overall, how many number of lexemes are available? 9 lexemes are available. Am I right or not? Just we can count each and every one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Overall, how many legumes are available? 9 legumes are available. But how many types of tokens are available? If you understand it, the total 4 types of tokens are available. 4 types, different types of tokens, data types, variables, operators, special symbols or terminators. These are like what there 4 types of tokens are available. It's clear? All of you are getting clarity on this punch? Now tell me, sir, up to know what exactly the content here we have discussed there. First of all, I started with what there language fundamentals. To prepare Java applications, we need some features which are not possible for the developers, which must be provided by the Java programming language. Here, the features which are provided by the Java programming language are called building blocks, or also be called as what their language fundamentals. Java has provided the following features to prepare Java applications as language fundamentals. What are these features actually? Tokens, data types, typecasting, Java statements, and arrays. Tokens. In a tokens, lexeme is the topic here. The individual and logical unit in Java programming is called what there? Lexeme. What is a token actually? The collection of lexemes under a particular group is called what there? A token. Examples, int a is equal to b plus c star d semicolon. Int a is equal to b plus c star d semicolon. Lexemes, if you understand that lexemes there, int comma a comma equal b plus c star d semicolon, 9 lexemes no. But how many number of tokens are available here if you observe this? Int data type, a b c d variables, equal plus star operator, semicolon is what there? Special symbol or terminal. Overall, how many types of tokens are available there? No, 4 types of tokens are available. Now coming to the next point here. To prepare Java applications, Java has provided the following tokens. The following were their tokens. What tokens are provided by Java to prepare Java applications? First one is identifiers. Next one is literals. And the third one is keywords or result words. And the fourth one is what their operators. That's it. These are all like what their 4 types of tokens, what we are having clearly. All right. Now the next one is what their identifiers. What is the next one here? No, identifiers. Observe carefully, identifiers. What exactly the meaning of an identifier? What it is actually? Simple example. We are all sitting here. We are all the members. We are available here. I want to call each and every person individually. I want to call each and every person individually. If I want to call each and every person individually, I need your identity or not? If I want to call you, definitely I require your identity or not. Through that identity only, I can access you, I can call you. So what is your identity? With which identity I am able to access? Your name is your identity. At present, your name is what there? Your identity. Am I right or not? Your name is what there? Identity. Clear. So here the name is what there is an identity. It is also be called as what there? An identifier for you. For you, the name is what there? An identifier. Similarly, in Java programming, similarly in Java applications, we are going to use number of variables, number of methods, number of classes, number of abstract classes, number of interfaces. So many programming elements we are going to use. So many programming elements we are going to provide. Providing them is not sufficient. We need to access them as per the requirement. After defining them, we have to access them. If you want to access them, definitely we need to provide some identity for them. The best identity, the identity what we are going to provide for each and every programming feature is called as what there? An identifier. That identity what we are going to provide is what there? An identifier. In general, the identifier, the identity for each and every programming element is what there is a name what we are going to provide. For each and every programming element, we have to provide a particular name. Here the name is called as what there? An identifier. Simple point. Identifier is a name assigned to the Java programming elements like variables comma, methods comma, classes comma, abstract classes comma, interfaces, comma, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Identifier is a name assigned to the Java programming elements like variables, methods, classes, abstract class, and interfaces in Java applications. This is exactly the meaning of what their identifier. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Clear. Now observe carefully. Int I is equal to 10 now. I have taken it as a variable. Int I is equal to 10 is a variable. What is going on internally actually? Here, what is a variable and what is an identifier? If you want to differentiate this point now, I'll give some point. Now try to observe carefully. Now, understand the point clearly what I am telling to you, everybody. For example, I want to take a variable declaration. Int I is equal to 10 semicolon. I provided this in a section. Okay. So what is going on there actually? When we execute this particular in a section, internally what is going to be happen? First of all, a memory location will be created. This is memory location. How many bytes of memory? In Java, 4 bytes of memory. In Java, 4 bytes of memory. There, the data is going to be stored. What data is going to be stored there inside this memory location? 10 data is going to be stored. 10 is the data, it is going to be stored. 4 bytes of memory and the 10 data, the 10 data is going to be stored. Getting clarity or not? Next one, after that, this entire memory location where the data 10 is stored, this memory is called a variable. Variable is a memory, not any other one. Variable is what there? A memory where data is stored. That is called as a variable. For that variable, for this memory, I need to give a name. I have to provide a name. For this memory, I have to provide a name. That name is what there is I. That name is what there? I. That is an identifier. I is a name. I is what there? A name to the variable. Variable is what there? A memory location. Their data is going to be stored. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Name of that memory is what there? I. I is what there? An identifier. Okay. Now I want to differentiate this particular point here. Try to observe carefully. If you provide this particular instruction, if you provide this particular point here, now I'm telling to you what is an identifier, what is a variable. In Java applications, variable is a memory. Variable is a memory where the data will be stored. So the data is stored or data will be stored. Variable is a memory. A variable is a memory where the data will be stored. Good. In Java applications, identifier is a name assigned to the variable. That is a name assigned to the memory, assigned to the memory location. Is it all of you get my point or not? For the variable, a name we provided, no, that name is what there? That name for the variable, the name assigned to the variable, the name assigned to the variable in the sense, a name assigned to the memory. That name is called as what there is an identifier. Now here I is an identifier. This entire memory location is what there is a variable. Remember this point clearly. All of you are getting clarity on this? No confusion. Point is very clear. Identifier is a name assigned to the variable. Variable is what there? A memory block where data will be stored. That's it. Can I move forward? Match. Now observe carefully. Listen, all of you listen carefully. If I want to access each and every person individually, so I need your identity. Definitely. Your name is your identity. Clearly. Do you know what is the history behind your name? Do you aware about it? What is the history behind your name? Every name must have some history. Every name must have some story. There is a meaning for your name. Yeah, because of that reason only, your names are like not like any other numbers like 7, 5, 6. And so my point, you're having a name in a sense, definitely there is a story behind that. I think so. Maybe you are not aware about it, but your parents may aware about it. How it is know when you born, immediately what your parents are doing, our parents are used to take your date of birth and the time of birth. Am I right? Immediately our parents are able to note date of birth and the time of birth information. After getting the date of birth and time of birth details now, maybe after 21 days or maybe after 40 days of time, the naming ceremony is going to be happen at our house session. It depends on the community, whatever it may be. Immediately, our parents may contact with or may go to the church or maybe temple or maybe masjid where some pandits are available. Directly, our parents may ask that pandits, my baby was born on this particular date and on this particular time. Can you suggest some name? Is it am I right or not? Same process is going to be happen. Immediately, the pandits are calculating something on air, astrologically, or maybe like what they numerically, they'll do some calculations on air. After that, they are going to give a suggestion like your baby name must be started with a K, your baby name must be started with a S, your baby name must be started with a, your baby name must be started with some other. Like this, that pandits are going to give some suggestions. After that, what our parents are doing now? By taking that starting symbol, starting letter, parents are coming to the house and open laptop. Good names started with A. Google search. A list of names we are getting. If you observe that list of names there, then definitely for each and every name, some meaning is going to be happen. Definitely, some meaning is going to be happen. Just give a minute of time. Started with any letter, you know, your name, right? Okay, sir. Already they're available. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, I didn't try it previously, but as per the guess I'm giving there, maybe on the way now. What do you have to do, sir? All right, now see this one. Just I'm trying to check it what view details. For example, Anthony. See, this entire, this is the story. Has I got it? This is the story. If you take a name, then this is a story. For example, something else. Amir, for example, if you check this. Amir meaning prince, commander, leader. Like this, definitely definitely some meanings are going to be available. Okay, anyway, now coming to our content here. So whenever we are trying to get it, 1 minute, sir. Yeah, whenever we are trying to, so whenever we are trying to get the names, how that names are going to be provided there, not on flow. On flow, our parents are not giving that name. By having some rules and regulations only, our names are coming. Is that correct or not? So to give a name to you, to give a name to the baby, a set of rules and regulations here we have to follow. Understand it now? Similarly, in Java applications, to provide identifiers, we have to use the following rules and regulations. We have to use the following rules and regulations. I think you understood my point here, what I'm trying to say now. In Java applications, to provide identifiers, that means to provide names to the programming elements like variables, methods, classes, interfaces, and so on and so on and so on. We need to follow a set of rules and regulations That set of rules and regulations are provided by Java programming language. That set of rules and regulations are provided by Java programming language. What rules and regulations here we have to follow? Listen, all of you listen carefully. The very first one, all Java identifiers must not be started with a number. All Java identifiers must not be started with a number. They may start with an alphabet. They may start with an alphabet, comma, underscore symbol, comma, dollar symbol, and dollar symbol. Yes, of course, dollar symbol is also be okay, allowed. Observe carefully. Identifiers must not be started with a number. They may start with an alphabet, underscore symbol, or dollar symbol, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, comma, an alphabet, comma, underscore symbol, or a dollar symbol. Observe carefully. This is rule number 1. Again, now please read out the point here what I said to you. All Java identifiers must not be started with a number. They may start with an alphabet, underscore symbol, or dollar symbol, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, an alphabet, underscore symbol, dollar symbol. What is the meaning of these subsequent symbols actually? First word, first symbol, okay. Second word, first symbol. Third word, first symbol. Fourth word, first symbol. They're nothing but what the subsequent symbols may be. Or blindly we can remember, first word, first symbol should not be a number. It may be alphabet, it may be underscore symbol, or it may be dollar. But all the remaining symbols may be anything. Remaining symbols may be a number, maybe an alphabet, or maybe underscore symbol, or maybe dollar. That we have to understand. All right, sir. Now observe carefully. Now here I'm going to provide some example here. Examples here we have to understand. Observe carefully. For example, int ENO 9 ENO is equal to 999, for example. Now string EID is equal to EFN111. Float underscore ESAL is equal to 5000.0 F, for example. Next one is string or else maybe float dollar sal is equal to float dollar sal ESAL is equal to 25,000.0 F, for example. After that, string EMP9 number is equal to 999 or maybe EIF 999. Then after that, string EMP underscore address area is equal to Hyderabad. Now float sal in dollars is equal to 5000.0 F. That's it. These are the various examples here we provided. Now in the form of variables here I've given all these points. No, similarly we can provide in any form. That means for class names also we can provide, for method names also we can provide, but for our easy understanding purpose what I'm giving there, normal in the form of integers, in the form of variables here I've given that. Now tell me int 9 ENO is equal to 999, valid or invalid? Please read out this statement here. What exactly the statement I've given there? All Java identifiers must not be started with a number, but identifier is started with what there? A number. Am I right or not? Here 9 is a number or not? Started with number. Don't think in the form of values here. Values are different. Now I'm talking about these names only. Names, rules and regulations only I'm providing there. I'm not thinking about like what there? These values. Observe carefully. Now tell me, what about this one? Into 9 ENO is equal to 999. Valid or invalid now? Invalid. Why it is invalid, sir? Now tell me. Why it is invalid? No. All right, so 9 started with what there? 9. So it is invalid. Next one is after that string EID is equal to E-111. Valid, nothing else. Now it started with what there? Alphabet only. Float underscore ESAL is equal to 5000.0F. Yes, valid or invalid? No. Underscore started with what there? Underscore. Yes, it is valid. Float dollar ESAL 25,000.0F. Valid or invalid? No. Yes, valid. Why? Because Java identifiers may started with what there? Underscore symbol or dollar symbol. Possible. Next one is string EMP9NO. But the subsequent symbols may be a number. Except the first symbol in the first word. At any place we can provide what are the numbers. No problem. So it may be possible. So now this is like what they're valid. This also be possible. String EMP underscore ADDR. String EMP underscore what there? ADDR. I debate. Then what about this one? Is it valid or invalid? No. Yes. Now this is what they're valid. Float sal in dollars. Sal in dollars is valid or invalid? No. Yes, valid. Only one thing is invalid, but all the remaining things are what they're valid only. Why? Because it should not be started with a number, but in very first example, we started with what there? A number. Yes, sir. All of you are following or not? This is the rule here we have to follow. Leave this one. This is rule number 1. Listen carefully. Commonly, then some mistakes that people are doing commonly in our Java programming, we are going to understand that one of the mistake what we are doing commonly. Observe carefully. All Java identifiers are not allowing, all Java identifiers are not allowing spaces in the middle. All Java identifiers are not allowing spaces in the middle. This is what people are doing mistakes commonly. Because of this point only, people are doing number of mistakes in Java programming. First of all, the point is what? We are very much habituated with English language. In English language, between the words, we are providing some space in general. Same thing people are trying to apply in the programming language. There we are going to get errors. Now, say for example, I'm telling to you, now here the point is like what there, string temporary employee address is equal to Hyderabad, for example. It's okay, valid, no problem. But what people are going to write there, as they're having very much habituation with English, no? Temp space, EMP space, ADDR is equal to Hyderabad. Understand the point clearly? No? Next one is after that, after completion of this, string employee address. Again, here I'm telling you the same value here I'm providing. But what people are doing that habituation here, employee space address is equal to Hyderabad. Understand my point clearly? Not only that, okay, that's enough. These are sufficient here. Now tell me, what is the first one here? No, first one is what they're valid. Why? Because as a single name, we are giving the total function. But now with the spaces here we provided, so this is like what they're invalid. Similarly, employee address is equal to Hyderabad. This is like what they're valid. Employee space address is equal to like what they're Hyderabad. This is like what they're invalid. Now, this is like what they're the content here. All Java identifiers are not allowing spaces in the middle. String temp emp editor is equal to Hyderabad. String temp space emp space editor is equal to Hyderabad. String employee address is equal to Hyderabad. String employee space address is equal to Hyderabad. This is like what the second rule here what we are going to apply. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? They are small points only. We have to understand now. These are the programming practice. What I am telling there, all these conventions we are going to use in our programming there. Right. So this is rule number 2. Then after that, rule number 3. Everybody put more concentration. No? All Java identifiers are not allowing. All Java identifiers are not allowing operators. All Java identifiers are not allowing what their operators. See this one, for example, int emp plus number is equal to 111. Yeah. 1 minute, guys. And right, sir. Now the point is like what I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. All the Java identifiers are not allowing what their operators. Observe carefully what I'm telling you. Okay. Int emp plus no is equal to what next one? 111. Observe carefully. Then after that, string emp hyphen addr is equal to hideout, for example. Then after that, string emp underscore mail is equal to aaa@gmail.com. Okay. Then after that, after completion of this, now the next one is what the string emp underscore mail is equal to something else. Here we provided. Then after that, string std, that means student, for example, student dot branch star is equal to branch. Say for example, csc, like this here we provided. Now check this one. First one is what there, valid or invalid now. What is the point actually we are trying to say? No, the point is what there, all Java identifiers are not allowing operators. EMP plus NO operators are not allowed. Here plus is provided. Plus is an operator which is provided in integer. So here, what is the point here I'm telling there? This is like what there, invalid. This is what there, invalid. Next one is string EMP hyphen addr is equal to hideout. EMP hyphen addr is equal to what there, hideout. Hyphen or minus, whatever it may be. Now what about this one? This is valid or invalid? No, invalid. This is invalid. It's okay, fine. Now tell me, what about this one? Is it valid or invalid? No, valid or invalid? Underscore symbol I provided. Now please read out this statement here. No, what symbols are allowed inside the identifiers? Underscore symbol is allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Underscore symbol is allowed. Okay. Right, sir. Now here what I'm providing there, minus I provided, but here I provided what there, underscore symbol. Now allowed or not allowed here, underscore symbols. Yes, allowed. Now this is like what there, valid. Now what about the next one? Now tell me. Right, string std star branch is equal to csa. Allowed or not allowed here? All right, sir. Now this is like what there, invalid. So this is another point here we have to understand. Okay, this is third one. Now listen carefully, all of you know, fourth one. Everybody understand it, no? All Java identifiers are not allowing keywords. All Java identifiers are not allowing what their keywords. Examples. Now here we have to understand. Listen carefully. All Java identifiers are not allowing keywords. String int is equal to 10. For example, string str is equal to aaa. String int is equal to 10. Int fur is equal to 20. So int fur is equal to 20. Float break is equal to 22f. Like this, here I'm giving it. Now tell me, what about the first one now? Do you have any keyword inside this statement? No keyword is available. Now it is valid or invalid now? String str is equal to AAA. Is it valid or invalid? No. Yes, valid. String int is equal to AAA. Right, sir? Now observe carefully. Int is what there? Of course, data type. No, I'm telling. Or better, in place of this, I want to specify like what there. Continue, for example. Now tell me, continue is what there? Keyword. Continue is what there? Keyword. Now we should not use that keywords inside the identifiers now. So now this is like what there? What I'm telling. No, this is what there? Invalid. This is what there? Invalid. Int fur is equal to 20. Then what it is? No, actually, int is okay, but fur is what there? Keyword. Therefore, fur is what there? Keyword. So this is what there? Invalid. All right, sir. Next one is after that, float break is equal to what there? 22.22f. Float break is equal to 22.22f. Now is equal. I required here. Now is equal. All right, sir. Now tell me, break is what there? Is a keyword again. So now it is invalid here now. So the point is like what there? What we are getting now? All right, sir. It is invalid. First one is valid. All the remaining things are invalid. Why? Because identifiers we are using as was there, directly keywords we are using as what there, identifiers. Because of that reason, here we are getting invalid cases. Continue is invalid, for is invalid, break is also be invalid. So all Java identifiers are not allowing what there, keywords. Right, sir. Next one is after that. All of you are following the points or not? Simple points only. How to prepare the identifiers I'm giving there, where rules and regulations here we are understanding. Next one is all Java identifiers are not allowing primitive data types. All Java identifiers are not allowing what their primitive data types. Right, sir. Now observe carefully. People are asking one question to me. Now try to understand it. String int is equal to 10 is totally meaningless statement. If you're saying it is a string, double quotations are mandatory. If you want to provide any string data, what is mandatory? Double quotations are mandatory. Right? This is, even though if you provide double quotations, still, what I'm telling there, as a variable, we are using what there? Int. It's a data type. Still, it is not allowed here. Okay, anyway, that point here I'm going to be covered here. Now try to understand. Anyway, answer for that question is what there? Invalid. Right, now try to understand it now. All Java identifiers are not allowing primitive data types. Can you tell me what are the various primitive data types now? What are the various primitive data types are available now? Tell me. Byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, character. Nearly 8 number of primitive data types are available. Tell me again, what are the various primitive data types now? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. These are what there 8 number of primitive data types. All right. Another point is what? These primitive data types are not allowed in what their identifiers. Now the first question, what we are asked there, string int is equal to double quotation 10, as we are getting a question. And before that, I'm telling to you, string str is equal to double quotation 10. It's okay. String int is equal to double quotation. Now here int is what their primitive data type. Okay. Then after that, what next one here? Float. Listen carefully. Float is equal to 22.22f. Okay. After completion of this, int long is equal to 20, for example. Double float, or maybe double byte is equal to like what there 33.333 semicolon. Now tell me, what about the first one, sir? Now tell me. First one is what this string str is equal to 10 now. Valid or invalid now? Valid. No problem with this. Why? Because string str is a normal variable only. 10 we provided in double quotations. That's okay, fine. This is what they're valid. Next one is what? After this, string int is equal to double quotation 10. Now tell me, as a string variable, we are using int. Int is a primitive data type. That is what they're integer actually. So valid or invalid now? This is like what they're invalid. Next one is after that, Float is equal to 22.22f. Float. That means again, float variable we have used as what their data type now. So this is like what their invalid case here. This is about like what their invalid case. Int long is equal to 20. Int long is equal to what there 20. So now here long is a primitive data type that we have used as an integer variable. So that's why it is what there invalid. This is what the invalid. Double byte is equal to 33.333. Double byte. Byte is a variable actually, but we are using that variable as what there a primitive data type we have used it there. That's why it is what there invalid. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? So this is exactly the other point here we are understanding. All right. Next one is after that. One somewhat important point and somewhat difficult point. I'm trying to explain to you, try to understand this point now. Everybody, put more concentration. What exactly the point here I'm trying to say now? Observe carefully. Everybody, put more concentration. In Java applications, identifiers must not be duplicated within the same scope, but identifiers may be duplicated in two different scopes. Tell me, sir. Try to understand what exactly the point I'm telling to you. Definitely, I'll explain to you, but first of all, understand it clearly. In Java applications, identifiers must not be duplicated within the same scope, but identifiers may be duplicated in two different scopes. Okay, what is this point actually? First of all, what are the various scopes are available that we have to understand? What exactly the scopes are available that we have to understand? Okay, now try to observe carefully. In Java, there are two types of scopes. One is in Java, there are two types of scopes. One is local scope, and the second one is class level scope. But people may think about it, local scope is one, other one is a global scope. But remember, in Java, there is no scope like global. In Java, there is no scope like what there global. Global scope is not available in Java. There is no name like what there global in Java. Only the names are what there local scope and a class level scope now. What is local scope and what is class level scope there? Understand it? If we declare any variable inside a method, please remember this class is available. Inside the class method is available. Inside a method, if we declare any variable, inside a method, then that variable will have a local scope. That variable will have a local scope, and that variable is available. That variable is accessible up to the respective method only. Up to the respective method only. It is not accessible outside of the respective method. Also in the form of program here, don't worry. This is local scope. If we declare any variable inside a method, then that variable will have a local scope, and that variable is accessible up to the respective method only. It is not accessible and outside of the respective method. But what is this class level scope now? Class level scope, if you understand it, all of you put more concentration. If we declare any variable, or if we declare a variable, if we declare any variable inside a class and in outside of the methods, then that variable will have, then the variable will have class level scope, and it is access, and that variable is accessible throughout the class, that is in all the methods, throughout the class, that is in all the methods. Right, sir. Right, sir. What is class level scope? Now tell me, if we declare any variable inside a class and outside of the methods, then that variable will be class level. That variable will have the class level scope, and that variable is accessible throughout the class, that is in all methods. Okay, now I want to show an example. Try to understand it clearly. Then again, I'm telling there, in Java there is no terminology like a global scope, global variables. Only the point is what there, class level variable, class level scope. That's it. That term is totally different. Still, if you are getting confusion, I'll confirm the clarification. I'll give the clarification. Try to understand it now. If we declare any variable inside a method, local variable, clear. If we declare any variable inside a class outside of the method, class level variable. If we declare any variable in outside of the class, what is that? Outside of the class, global variable. Not possible in Java. Declaring a variable in outside of the class, not possible in Java. In C++, it is possible. Outside of the class, we can declare the variables. They are nothing but what the global variables. That is possible. But in Java, anything we have to provide within the class only. Everything we are able to provide within the class only. So that's why in Java, local variables and class level variables. That's it. No concepts like what there, global variables. Understand it now? That's it. It's okay, fine. Now, next one is what there. Then after that, now see this one example code here I'm going to provide. Everybody put more concentration. For example, I'm going to write class A. What I've taken? Class K. This is my class K. Inside this class K, void M1 method here I've taken. Void M1 method. Next one is void M2 method. Two methods I have taken. Observe carefully. Inside this M1 method, I'm trying to declare int x is equal to 10. Where I declared that x variable, inside M1 method. So this is a local to M1. X variable is what variable? Local variable. This local variable to what there? M1 method. It is accessible up to this M1 method. Not visible, not accessible in outside of M1 method. Now here, system.out.println of x is valid. Up to that it's okay, no problem. There we are able to get the values what there? 10. Okay. Now check this. System.out.println of x. If I provide this, here we are able to get an error. Tell me, sir, why we are getting an error now? X variable I declared inside what? M1 method. But where I'm trying to access it? In M2 method. X variable is having visibility up to this M1 method only. M1 method is a boundary for X variable. It is not available outside of the M1 method. Because of that reason, when we access the text variable in M2 method, there we are getting what there? Some compilation error. Right, sir. That's okay, fine. For example, listen carefully. Int y is equal to 20. System.out.println of y. Now tell me where I declared this y variable. Inside what method? M2 method. So this is local to M2. So this variable is available throughout M2 method only. It is not available outside of M2 method. When I access not outed println of y, there we are able to get the value what there 20. But if I'm trying to access that variable inside this m1 method where y, there we are going to get like what there error. Is it? Both x and y, both the variables are what their local variables to their respective methods. They're having boundary up to that methods only. They're not having visibility in outside of the respective method. If you're trying to declare one variable inside a method, and if you're trying to access that variable in other method, there we are able to get the error. Why? Because that variable is having scope up to what their local scope only. Is it clear to all of you know what actually the point I'm telling to you? It's okay. But now observe carefully. Int, for example, z is equal to 10. Tell me, sir, where I declare the z variable outside of the methods, inside the class. So that variable is what? Class level variable. This variable is what there? Class level variable. Class level variable. Now this x variable is what there? Local variable inside m1 method. Now y variable is what? Local variable inside m2 method. Local variable inside m2 method. Okay. Int z is equal to 10. Int z is equal to 10 in the sense it's a class level variable. Okay. That class level variables are having scope throughout the class in all methods of the respective class. Can I access z value? If I access z value, there we are able to get what value? No, output 10 is the output here we are getting. Next one is, can I access here z variable? System.out.println of z. Can I access this now? Yes, there also we are able to get what there 10 is a value. System.out.println of z. Understand what is the point I'm telling you now? Class level variables are having scope throughout the class in all methods, but local variables are having scope up to the respective method. It is not having scope in outside of the respective method. Yes, clear to all of you know? Right, sir. Now this is about what their local variables and class level variables. But actually we understood up to know what is local variable and what is class level variable. That point only we understood. But our actual point regarding this regarding the identifiers is what now? Tell me what is the actual point now? In Java applications, identifiers must not be duplicated within the same scope. In the same local scope must not be duplicated. In the same class level scope must not be duplicated. But identifiers may be duplicated in two different scopes now. Now I'm going to prepare another point. Now try to understand it clearly. Another example here I'm telling to you, observe carefully about our point here. For example, class A here I've taken. Class A. Void M1 method. Now for example, I declare int I is equal to 10. I variable is an identifier. I is a variable. It is declared at class level. At the same class level, byte I is equal to 20. If I provide now, there we are going to get error. Why? Because already I variable is declared as an integer or not. Again, we are trying to declare with some other data type with byte. That's the reason why we are getting what there error. Yes, all of you are getting clarity on this. At a class level, scope identifiers must not be duplicated. Within the same scope, identifiers must not be duplicated. Understand it now? For example, inside the M1 method, local scope is available. Inside the class A, class level scope is available. Short, for example, I is equal to 30. Yes, it is valid. Why? Because one I variable we declared at class level. Another I variable we are going to declare at which level? Local scope. So I variable duplicated in two different scopes or not? Yes, it is valid. No compilation error. But when we duplicate the same variable within the same scope and the same class level scope, there we are getting what there? Error. Yes, sir. All of you are following the point or not? For example, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Long L is equal to 100. Float L is equal to 22.22 F. What we are able to get? No error. And the same local scope we are trying to duplicate L variable. Already L is declared with what there? Long. So it is not possible to declare the same L with the float. Not possible here. But what I am trying to do there, double L is equal to, now tell me, what is this one? Valid or invalid? No. Yes, it is what there? Valid or invalid? No. Yes, it is what there? Valid. Why? Because L variable is available in local. The same L variable is available at which level? No, class level here. So in two different scopes here, we are able to, in two different scopes, there we are able to provide what there? We are able to duplicate the identifiers. In the same scope, identifiers are not duplicated, but in two different scopes, identifiers are going to be duplicated. Is it? All of you are getting it or not? Can you tell me what are the various rules and regulations here we understood there? What we discussed in today's session? No? Language fundamentals we started. And the language fundamentals, what content here we provided here? To prepare Java applications, we need some features which are not possible for the developers to provide, which must be provided by the Java programming language. That features are called as what their building blocks or language fundamentals. Java has provided what features here now as a language fundamentals there? Tokens, data types, typecasting, Java statements, and arrays. What is a token? For that, I have given lexeme first definition. What is a lexeme? Now tell me. The individual and a logical unit in Java programming is called what there? A lexeme. What is a token here we provided? The collection of lexemes under a particular group is called as what there? A token. Example I have given, and A is equal to B plus C star D, where int is a data type, A, B, C, D are the variables, equal plus star or operator, semicolon is what there? Special similar terminator. Nearly 9 number of lexemes are available, 4 types of tokens are available. To prepare Java applications, how many types of lexeme tokens are available? 4 types of tokens. What are the 4 types of tokens here now? Identifiers, literals, keywords or result words, operators. What is a literal actually? Identifier is a name, sorry, identifier is a name assigned to the programming elements like variables, methods, classes, and so on and so on and so on in Java applications. Int I is equal to 10. That's okay. In Java applications, a variable is a memory where the data will be stored. In Java applications, identifier is a name assigned to the variable that is a name assigned to the memory location. Example I have given there. In Java applications, to provide identifiers, we have to follow some rules and regulations. What is the first rule here? No, all Java identifiers must not be started with a number. They may start with an alphabet, underscore symbol, or dollar symbol, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, maybe an alphabet, or maybe underscore symbol or dollar symbol. Some examples are given. All Java identifiers are not allowing spaces in the middle. All right, sir. All Java identifiers are not allowing operators. All Java identifiers are not allowing keywords. All Java identifiers are not allowing primitive data types. Right. In Java applications, identifiers must not be duplicated within the same scope, but identifiers may be duplicated in two different scopes now. Then how many types of scopes are available in Java? Two types of scopes. What are the two types of scopes now? Local scope, class level scope. What is local scope actually? If we declare a variable inside a method, then that variable will have local scope, and that variable is accessible up to the respective method only. It is not accessible outside of the respective method. Class level scope. If we declare any variable inside a class and outside of the methods, then that variable will have the class level scope, and that variable is accessible throughout the class, that is in all what there, all the methods. All right, sir. Examples here are given about the local scope and about like what their class level scope. After that, duplicates. Example also we have given how to duplicate the identifiers in local, and how to might be how to duplicate the identifiers in both local and class level, and how it is not possible to duplicate the variables inside the local scope or maybe at class level scope now. That's it. They are the points here we are going to understand. But one more point is remaining, but that point may take a lot of time to understand the content here. That's why I want to discuss about that point on tomorrow. That's it. Today here we have discussed some content here, some technical points. No, then try to prepare well. Everyday study is important from today onwards. Gradually I'm going to talk about more technical content here. Day by day, depth of the technical contents are going to be increased here. Every day we have to remember the concepts. Don't make any pending work here. Today I've discussed these points. No, try to understand and try to remember all the points, but one point is remaining. I'm able to continue that, but it's not going to be completed here. I need to give some discussion about it, so no need to worry for it. And tomorrow with a fresh mode we are going to understand the total content here. Okay. Right, sir. That's all for today. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining content. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Right, and Dattamani, are you there? Yeah, then guys, then you can join with UI, no problem. Yeah, Praveen Nile, right? You can join with UI technologies, no problem. Parallel to Core Java, we can join with that UI technologies. UI technologies are Oracle at any location if you have there, then you can join with that. Then anyway, then I given that means our 1 minute. I think already you are getting some mails there that UI technologies classes who are going to take the classes now. Better Dattamani, sorry, 1 minute. And Praveen, and take these numbers actually. This is my classes number and remaining numbers we can take. Okay, you can contact with these numbers, or else we can mail to Durgasoft online training at gmail.com. Then our people will be in touch with you regarding that. Okay, Praveen, you can check these numbers. But this first number is my classes number. Persons will give information about my classes. The remaining numbers we can contact, or else we can use this mail. Okay.
Class level variable create మళ్ళీ సేమ్ అదే ఐడెంటిఫైయర్తో మెథడ్లో ఒక వేరియబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది అంటే క్లాస్ లెవెల్
లేదు ఆ రెండు టూ డిఫరెంట్ మెమరీస్ లో స్టోర్ అవుతాయి. ఒకే మెమరీ అయితే కన్ఫ్యూజన్స్ మీరు చెప్పినట్టు. క్లాస్ లెవెల్ వేరియబుల్స్ విల్ బి స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ హీప్ మెమరీ. Local variables will be stored in a stack memory. Their references and their total characteristics are totally different. Local variables వస్తుంది, class local scope ఏదైతే ఉంటుంది, కానీ still you can access class level variable also. There we have to use this keyword, this dot I. Directly it will search at what level? Class level. Yeah, it will not check at the local. Directly if you use SOP of I, it will search at local. If it is not available at local, then only it will search at class level. Okay, but local variable name, class level variable name, both are same. For example, both are available, but I don't want to access local variable. I want to access class level variable. Then SOP of this dot I. This dot I in the sense automatically it will check at what level? Class level. Yeah, that this keyword will give the importance for us. Fine.
మనము క్లాస్ జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఫస్ట్ కంపల్సరీ ఉండాల్సిన పబ్లిక్ స్టాటిక్ వాయిడ్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్గ్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు మన లాస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటే మీరు లోకల్ వేరియబుల్ గురించి క్లాస్ వేరియబుల్ గురించి చెప్పారు కదా. సో ఆ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ జస్ట్ మీరు వాయిడ్ n1 ఆఫ్ జస్ట్ బ్రాకెట్స్ పెట్టారు మెథడ్ అంటారు. సో అది ఇష్యూ, అది కంపైల్ టైం ఎర్రర్ క్రియేట్ చేయలేదు సార్. వాయిడ్ జస్ట్ m1 అని పెట్టేసి బ్రాకెట్స్ పెట్టి సెమికోలన్ పెట్టారు. సో మన ఆ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం పబ్లిక్ స్టాటిక్ వాయిడ్ అనేది యూజ్ చేయలేదు కదా. సో అది కంపైల్ టైం ఎర్రర్ త్రో చేస్తుంది కదా.
ఒక నిమిషం ఎక్కడ దీనిలో రాశాను అది
లాస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్, మీరు లోకల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పారు సార్. లోకల్
క్లాస్ లో
లోకల్
అవును
దాంట్లో ఇక్కడ అది వాయిడ్ m1 మెథడ్
కర్లీ బ్రేసెస్. అవును
మనం ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో మనం ఈ పబ్లిక్ స్టాటిక్ వాయిడ్ మెథడ్ యూజ్ చేయాలి.
ఇంకా నేను అసలు అది ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ కి అవసరం అయితే మెయిన్ మెథడ్. ఇంకా అక్కడ దాకా వెళ్ళలేదు, నేను అంత కంపైలేషన్ లోనే ఉన్నా. ఎర్రర్ వస్తుందా రాదా కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్తున్నా, ఇంకా మీకు ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఇంకా చెప్పలేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఇదంతా కూడా మీకు చేయాలంటే మెయిన్ మెథడ్ తీసుకొని మెయిన్ మెథడ్ మళ్ళీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి క్లాస్కి మీరు యాక్సెస్ చేస్తే అవుట్పుట్ వస్తుంది. అక్కడ దాకా వెళ్తలేదు, నేను మెయిన్ మెథడ్ తీసుకుని ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్ వెళ్తలేదు. నేను జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ డిస్కసింగ్ అబౌట్ లోకల్ వేరియబుల్ అండ్ క్లాస్ లెవెల్ వేరియబుల్. దట్స్ ఇట్, కాన్సెప్ట్ వైజ్ అంతే.
కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉండదు ఏంటి ఇలాగ డిక్లేర్ చేయొచ్చా?
Method, normal method. Main method is different and normal method is different.
నార్మల్ సింటాక్స్ సార్.
Yeah, this is normal method. Void M1 method. Just it is a normal method.
ఓకే, మెథడ్ సింటాక్స్.
అంతే మెథడ్ సింటాక్స్. అంతే మెయిన్ మెథడ్ అంటే ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ కోసం ఇచ్చేస్. JVM will come to the main method directly.
అది ఫస్ట్ మన మెయిన్ మెథడ్ సెర్చ్ చేస్తాం.
సెర్చ్ చేస్తే ఎర్రర్. ఇది జస్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ బేస్ మీద చెప్తున్నా అంతే. లోకల్ వేరియబుల్ అంటే క్లాస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ కోసం కాదు.
అదే సార్ నాకు డౌట్ ఉంది.
లేదు కన్ఫ్యూజ్. ఓకే రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. Yeah, then guys, and Praveen, and you will take regular class of core Java and advanced Java from today onwards. No. Today, then core Java knowledge is not sufficient to understand the advanced Java. Advanced Java classes I will start after a few days of time. Then I will give intimations of the classes there, not immediately. Why? Because you're not having much awareness on it. Okay. Why global variables are not allowed in Java? Yes, exactly. In Java, everything we have to declare inside the class only, not in outside of the class. That's the reason why it's not possible to have global variables in Java. Remember this. Okay. And Dattamani, are you there? Yeah, Dattamani. Now tell me, what is the problem? Yeah, I think you are giving a problem like what there. You're having the problem. I'm not able to the link after downloading doing first program. Can you please share the video in the class, please, sir? Video. No, we can type the content here so that I can understand it. Why? Because all members are attending the class now, right? I think already you are getting that video support, right? I'm not able to the link after downloading doing first program. Can you please share the video in the class, please? I think Dattamani, are you getting videos support? I have video support, but in that the video not have the comment from let's say. Sir, I'm getting videos, not have the command prompt. Yeah, definitely servers we require servers and like what their Tomcat and Javas. We'll discuss it in advance. They will come. Yeah, then we are uploading videos daily, right? I need Java install and set path video. Dattamani, you are getting that videos already. Please check in your mail there. Already our people, admin people have sent that link to you about the videos. No, Excel sheet share they have given to you. If you open that Excel sheet, daily wise links are available. Just you can click on that link, then automatically you are able to get videos. Everyday videos we are able to get. Already our admin people are sharing that Excel sheet to you. In that Excel sheet, video links are available. Click on that respective video, then you will get what there, the respective video directly. There we can check it. Excel sheet is open, sir, but it is not shareable. But their links are available. Just you have to click on that links. Or else, I think Hari Charan, I think you tried that in mobile phone. I think so. Yeah, in the last example, main method is not useful, right? Not required to use that main method. Just concepts wise are given discussion, guys. Yeah, Bhageshri. Just I have given concept wise only, not for the sake of execution. Just understand it now. Okay, right. Yeah, okay. That's the money. Then our admin people will share that link to you. Don't worry. Yeah, that is not with me at present. No, our admin people will share that link to you so that you can check once. Check it. NAO CJ. 73. Yeah, Hari, and better to use that in laptop or maybe desktop, no? Then you are able to get it. But if you want to check that in mobile phone, then you have to install Google Docs, hmm? Google Excel app. Hmm. Yeah, Google Excel app you have to download. Then only you are able to get it. Yeah, thank you, Ashok. Thanks a lot. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Harcharan. Thank you. Datmani, is that clear? Yeah, right. Shall we meet on tomorrow? Yeah. ఇంకోసారి పంపించు దత్తమనికి ఇంకోసారి పంపించు పర్లేదు. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Nice talking with you. I'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll go for more content. Thanks a lot. Hello. Hello.